12 News at 4 continues this half hour with some breaking news coming out of downtown Milwaukee in terms of Election Day and absentee ballot counting.
Yeah, we are hearing here a report that 30,000 ballots will have to be recounted at Milwaukee Central Count. We want to send it out to 12 News' Duke Carter, who's joining us live inside the Baird Center. Duke, we just got this information into the newsroom. What are you hearing? What are you learning right now?
Well, we just learned from literally the mayor's PIO that, yeah, as you all just mentioned, 30,000 ballots that were counted at around 8 o'clock this morning, 9 o'clock this morning when they started to count are going to have to recount it again. The reason for that is because the door on these machines, kind of want to give you all a glimpse of what we're looking at right now. The doors where these machines are counted, they're on the far right of this wall over here at the Baird Center. The door was not properly closed. So because of that, you have about 30,000 ballots out of 106,000 ballots that, out of abundance of caution, they want to make sure that there is no ambiguity with the election results. So we have seen Paulina Gutierrez. She has been going back and forth just to make sure that everything has been going as smooth as possible. We've literally learned this just maybe about 5 minutes ago, so everything is fluid right now. But here's what leaders had to say about this incident. Take a listen.
Human error and not fully sealed. We are going to zero them all out again, the 13 machines around, and then rerun the ballots that had already been processed. So most of what you're seeing on the floor here, the opening of the envelopes, the sorting through them, that doesn't have to be redone. What has to be redone is just what's happening against the wall at the machines. It is going to extend the time that we will get the totals here. We don't know how much longer that will be.
So as you just heard, now that pushes things a little bit back, as we reported earlier that it could be between 1 and 3 o'clock when we could get those final results in. Now that pushes things back a little bit further. As far as when that could be done, that has yet to be determined.
And one question we had for you, Duke, we heard from the mayor's spokesperson there. Was this an issue with a single machine or multiple machines, or do we know that at this point?
Yeah, it is multiple machines. So yes, in that news conference that modified news conference if you want to call it, it's about 13 machines. Going to have our photographer Nathan move and kind of pan in on those machines that they're looking at. You can see there's a lot of activity happening where Paulina Gutierrez is. She's wearing a red coat. There's a lot of activity right here where some observers are. And we did speak to one maybe about an hour or so ago where this issue did come up, and they did compliment Gutierrez on trying to get this situation handled as quickly as possible to, again, ensure that this voting process is as democratic, is as transparent as possible. So what we have learned that it is multiple machines. They said about 13 machines. Out of abundance of caution, they want to rerun those 30,000 ballots just to ensure that there is no ambiguity with this election process. And again, the whole reason for that, just to recap, ladies and gentlemen, the reason for that is because the door on the machine was not properly closed, and they want to make sure that, again, this election process is transparent, that this election process is safe, and that all those votes are accounted for correctly.
And as far as you know, Duke, with those 13 machines, have they gone back to each of those machines to make sure that door issue is no longer an issue?
Yeah, so right now, that's what they're doing right now. That's where Paulina Gutierrez is, going back to each single individual machine to ensure that that door has been properly closed, to, again, make sure that these counts are correct as far as the counts in this election process.
All right, some important information. Duke Carter bringing us the latest information from Central Count at the Baird Center in downtown Milwaukee.